It's early December, Chicago's O'Hare Airport. And among the hundreds of flights and thousands of passengers, one plane with 8 children aboard. Royal Jordanian Flight 263, and a journey that will change lives. Ibrahim, Mustafa, Nasser, Yana and Mohammed. Brothers Ahmed and Keenan. And Raha, just 2. All their stories reflect a collective tragedy. The civilian victims of Israel's bombardment of Gaza. The brothers who survived the bombing which killed their sister. The boy who lost all his siblings, now his mother's only child. She is here too, and herself now an amputee. And the little girl who lost her legs not long after she learnt to walk. This is Raha's story.
Raha is almost 3. This is before the incident when she had her legs. And she loved wearing dresses and acting like a princess. It was August 1st, 2024. We were sleeping and I woke up. I looked at Raha and practically I've seen blood all over the place.
It's 6 months since the bombing, 3 weeks since Raha and her mother arrived in America. And with the family who are now looking after them, we've come to see how a little life is being rebuilt.
Those pictures were when Raha first time seen her legs missing.
Goodness. She seems very happy.
شكلها مبسوطة. Now she's feeling much more comfortable.
How do you explain to her what has happened, or is it best not to?
She did ask, like, my legs are destroyed, and we asked her once who caused that. They say a rocket. And after that, she kind of avoids it. If we start a conversation, she will change the subject.
It is hard to comprehend the dilemma of this journey. They'd never left Gaza, now in America, without the language and, of course, without the rest of the family.
My other 2 sons are still young, and do I need to stay with my other kids or do I need to come out?
And how did you come to the decision?
كيف أخذت القرار في الأخير؟
أخذت القرار لأنه رهف طبعاً.
She's still attached to her mom. She needs her mom. I cannot let her go alone. And especially also with my fractures, my both elbows, my arms, I was hoping for some treatment for myself.
Isra was injured in the same attack, both arms badly damaged. The X-rays show a section of bone still missing in her right forearm. What about your husband and your sons? How are they doing? Do you speak to them? How often can you speak to them?
هو بحكي معهم.
We still manage to have a certain conversation, but the thing that is always repeated, the question is, when can you come back? When the little ones, when can we have you back? When can we meet again?
When can we meet again?
إن شاء الله أنا نفسي إنه أول شيء.
My wish is like my kids live safely, far from any conflicts and war, safely. That's my wish.
Their story is not unusual. So many thousands of Palestinians have catastrophic injuries. What is unusual is that they've been allowed to leave Gaza. Isra and Raha are 2 Palestinians among just a fraction to have been evacuated, less than 100 to America. Fortunate enough to have been identified, selected and extracted through months of negotiations by charities with multiple governments. Israel controls the border.
is not a policy problem. It is a political problem.
Josh Paul is a former US State Department official. He resigned last year over the Gaza war.
Even on something as humanitarian, as clearly a good thing as saving the lives of children, of getting them to critical care, it's not that America isn't willing to ask, it's that America isn't willing to press. And it could be done in a second if they wanted to. If President Biden picked up the phone and said, we are stopping our arms shipments until you let out children, right? It doesn't even have to be a ceasefire, until you let out critically injured children or critically sick children for care. We are not standing by you.
The next stage for Raha is prosthetics. It is the kindness of strangers and their donations which will make all this happen. And then it will be time for her to walk again.
1, 2, 3.
A reunion with her family, though, well, that is far less certain. Mark Stone, Sky News.